Hey, what's up, guys? So it's kind of been a little while. Just had a lot of stuff going on, family stuff. So, um, grandma's kind of been in and out of the hospital with hip surgeries. So she's 90. So she's home now and resting and making a comeback. And so we've had that going on, and a few other family related things. So, but anyway, today's video is about the shop space. And as most of you know that have been following along, I've got very limited space, and it looks like a tornado went through a trailer park. So this is what we're at. This is kind of the cluster that we got going on. And it's kind of funny because as you look at the garage, this side is my side. This side is Morgan's side. But if we look at Morgan's side, we've got my toolbox, my Fat Man camp chairs, miscellaneous chains and binders and jacks and tooling and stuff for the side by side. Which, by the way, my 2022 Honda Talon 1000R two-seater side by side is for sale. If you are interested in it, please go to the channel description and send me an email. The price on it's $17,500. Let me know if you're interested. I can deliver that in a limited area. So let me know if you're interested. I do own that outright, so it's a cash only deal, or a check from your bank. So anyway, back to this. So we're gonna try and straighten this up, and we're gonna get some projects out of here. We will have the final video on this mechanics creeper coming out soon. I finally got the rest of the materials, and we just need to put it together. 99% of this is done except for the upholstery work. This panel dolly is going out finally, so that'll help make up a little bit of room. And then we are going to try and consolidate and organize and get rid of this otherwise train wreck. So stay tuned. We'll get the camera set up and we'll start making some forward progress. That's the name of the game, guys. Forward progress. Doesn't matter if it's one bolt, one nut, one screw, one slap of the hammer, one day at a time. If you get out there and do something every day, even if it's just one thing, eventually it leads to big change and massive victories. So stick around with us and we'll show you what we got working. So as you can see, we're using the top clamshell as a kind of just a momentary put thingies there type of thingy. So actually, let me turn you around. We got the old card out. We got a bunch of the miscellaneous stuff that's been falling off and grinding dust and all the things and stuff that make a mess right there. So got the card out, pretty much cleaned off, except for some little miscellaneous pieces of cut off metal and hardware. But kind of got some things that were on the cart sitting right here just because I'm trying to organize this as I go. So got some clamps, a chisel, shears, a couple of wrenches I use for like the gas bottles, and the old Lieutenant Dan. Got my consumables up here. So I really like these. I'm not sponsored by these guys in this video. I just really do like their product. It's very nice. So anyway, got some measurement stuff in here, a couple of tapes, sheet metal and wire gauges right here, center punches. These are the consumables for this puppy right here. I think these are under 20 bucks. I don't know, $10, $12. But anyway, you'd take it after you cut something and you scrape it across the edge, and it takes all the burrs and the sharp edges off. So pretty handy. I actually keep the handle right here with the old tombstone, because this is the general area where I'm going to use it the most, and I'll know where it's always at. So, and that's a file set that I got on Amazon. It's got a multitude of different size and shape files in it. It's a pretty sweet deal. Oh, we did that one. Got a ball peen hammer, rubber mallet, and this is a body hammer and dolly kit. Still filling in the spaces. And here's my pneumatic stuff. A couple of roll-locks, the backing pad. Got an arbor for the cutoff wheels. Got an impact hammer. I need to get some planishing chisel head, or planishing headed chisels, I guess is the word I'm looking for. So let's see. Went through that one. That one's empty. Got my sheet metal folding pliers, C clamps. Got my 90-degree corner clamps. I got my pipe dollies, or T-dollies. The old Hobo Freight 18-inch bending brake, which, you know, for what it is and what it costs, it works pretty good, but it's a little time consuming because you got to clamp everything every time. Anyway, so eventually this Django is going to get all straightened out. I probably am going to put some magnets up here to hold things, kind of like that scribe right there. But we got the power strip in here, and so I got a couple of these battery chargers. Those are going to go up in here, and I'm actually going to put this drill, my impact and my big impact, up here, and probably, I don't know if I'm going to put that little handheld shop vac up here, but definitely the power tools, the angle grinder, stuff that I use on a regular basis. So anyway, we're working on this right now, and I got a bunch of crap up there I need to sort. I've got more of these orange little bins for the pegboard, because up there underneath that pile of nonsense is bags and bags of nuts, bolts, and washers. So we're probably going to hang those up over there, and we're going to get this as straight as possible. And this wood bench right here, it was here when we moved in. It's actually kind of a piece of crap. Those legs aren't even screwed or nailed to that top deck there. So anyway, we're gonna, once I get everything sorted, we're gonna bust that out completely and get rid of it. This sheet of steel is a cutoff from a 4x10 1/4-inch plate. I have the other 4x8 feet of it sitting outside. Anyway, that's for a different project. What I have in the back corner is I actually have a plate. I'm sorry, this is not 1/4 inch. This is 12 gauge. I have 1/4 inch 4x3 plate sitting in the back hole over there. And if you come over here, those are going to be the legs for the new table. And come with me a second. Oh, by the way, we got a project for the missus. Morgan wants a 500-gallon trailer mounted smoker. That is not the trailer it's going to be on. Don't tell her, but she can get her own. No, I'm kidding. We'll get her one or build her one. So in here we have the rest of the steel to build a welding table. I was going to buy one, but I already had the plate, and I'm just like, you know, I don't really want to spend the money on a fab top right now. Those are a precision tool of construction, and I'm not ready for that yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to build one that I can hammer on and beat on when I need to with whatever I got going on, and weld on. So I'll show you the table build once we start that. But guess what, guys? I got something really cool and really special in the works. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. But I think you guys are really going to dig this. So stick around for that one. I can't tell you what it is. A couple of you guys that I've talked to already, because I've been asking a lot of questions and doing my homework and my research on this, know what I'm up to. Bill Cameron, you definitely know. And I may have let Chad at Honest Peyton Speed Shop in on this too. I can't remember exactly, but I'm super stoked. Morgan is actually 120% behind this coming up. And I actually don't know who's more excited about it, me or her. But anyway, it's something really special. It's going to be really sweet. It's a little pricey, but we are going to do something cool. And we're starting a new venture. So, and it's along the lines of this channel. So it's not like I'm hanging this up or nothing like that. But super fun. You guys will have to stay tuned to figure out what we're up to when it happens. So back to doing chores. We're gonna keep on keeping on in this train wreck. So gonna get all this cleaned out. This is going away. This was actually a loaner from my dad. Gonna take that back to him when I go visit. This is going to take its place on the wall, and it's going to be a lot more functional and user friendly. Originally I was using this to do my welding and fabbing on, but the problem is this is super thin and it's super wavy and it's super crooked when I do the work. So it helped me out in the beginning. It got me started and it let me learn a lot of things. Right now I'm using this little table, and that actually has a flat sheet of 14 gauge that I got for something else that I wrapped up. And anyway, it works out great because it's heavy enough. It flattens out the sheet metal table enough to where everything stays pretty true, well, as close to as can be. So we got one welding cart done. That's ready to go. It's for sale. And then we've got another one that I need to finish. It's, I don't know, I'd say it's 80% done. I got a couple of things that needs to do. Wheels, the trays. And this one is actually going to have a sliding drawer under it. So anyway, folks, if you've watched this far, I will keep you updated. I'll make a couple more short videos as the progress continues in here. So if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, drop me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see on the channel as far as, you know, the DIY stuff and whatever. So let me know what you think, folks, and we will be back. All right, guys, so pretty excited. It's taken a little while, but we're making quite a bit of progress. Excuse me. And we're getting things situated in a more usable, ergonomic, functional way that also generates space. So let me show you where we're at so far. So we cleared out that corner of all the crap. And we moved the tombstone over here. It's in a way that I can still use it and it be functional. And actually, as I'm showing you this, I just noticed the drill press motor is touching the wall back there. So what we'll do is we'll walk it forward just a wee bit. Anyway, so we got the welding cart with all the welding things moved over into this space, which works out for several reasons. One, the breaker's right there. The plug's there. There's 4 more plugs down below. There's one. There's another one right back here. So anyway, this is nice. Keeps it out of the way. And like I said, obviously it's a cart, so you can wheel this around. And for those of you that are not new to the channel, you saw the build on this. If you are new, go ahead and check out the build video on this after you get done watching this one. And we got our Cobalt tool cabinet, chest, cart, all the above, right there. So we were literally working our way that way, and it won't be in this video because I don't have my table built yet. But as you can see, that rest line right there, that's going to be the tabletop. Also, at some point, I need to build a rack and find out a storage solution for all that miscellaneous jingo jango. So, as we progress, we're going to get all of this taken care of. And I got a big tote down there I need to reorganize. And I've got 3 more of the same identical totes right there. So a bunch of the stuff I don't use on a regular basis will go into those totes. And then at some point, that bench is going to disappear. I'm sure it's perfectly fine for something, but for my plans and what I've got coming up, it's in my way and doesn't work. So most likely the project I told you about earlier in the video, the super secret squirrel little dealie that I'm super excited about, when that comes in, we're going to do it over here in this area. So eventually all of this will shift this way to a degree. But for now, this is opened up. If you remember earlier in the video, this was just basically from here to where that plywood is. Now I haven't moved that plywood, but basically from here to here. So if you can imagine, just a goat trail because of all the things. So this opens up a massive amount of space in a tiny space. And we'll be able to start reconfiguring this. And like I said, a bunch of this stuff's going away. This is mostly Morgan's things and stuff. There's a few household items there, but this wall over here is going to be her workstation. I just picked up her oxyacetylene bottles for our anniversary. So she'd really wanted those so she can get back into her jewelry making and craft making. And we might end up buying another 4x8 foot section of pegboard. We might not. Amazon sells some metal ones that got a frame. I don't know, they're probably about that, stick about that far off the wall, which I would like better. But there's actually a window back here. So at some point, all of that is going to come off, and we will either put one of those steel pegboards up or leave it as an open window, whatever. Not sure on that part yet. That's further down the road, and realistically doesn't take hardly any time to do once we figure out what we want to do. So we got Chevy parts, steel, all kinds of paint and car cleaning supplies and oil and all the things, household nonsense. So, but this is where we're at. I'm going to keep working on this. But I like the way it's coming out. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think so far. If you got any ideas on what you could do better or what I could do better or whatever, lay it on me. Let me know. So we'll get back to it, and I'll show you an update here in a minute. All right, guys. So it's the end of the day, and we got it to where we pretty much are going to have it for a while. So, which is a night and day improvement. But we got some fine tuning to do. I got to figure out a little bit more storage solutions, whether they're wall mounted racks, pegboards, cabinets, what have you, shelving. So, but we've got lots of room, and I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but there's actually an echo in here now. So obviously we made some room. So that corner needs to be addressed completely. But if you remember, all from here, basically that way, was a crapshoot. And right now, we got the workbench all cleaned up. I got to figure out a solution for all the scrap bins for the metal. You don't want to really toss it out because you never know when you're going to find a use for a piece of it. I'm sure I have a 2x4 from 1998 that I'm going to find a use for real soon. But anyway, this table's going to move. I actually just have some things sitting on here that I needed out of the way while I was cleaning up. But we're going to finish up that creeper. So we'll get that done tonight. And then the creeper is going to leave that cart and that panel dolly over there. If you can see it, the green handles. So this is where we're at. So much better, so much more room for activities. I've got to do a couple things, like I said, but we're going to address the steel yard and get that sorted. Lieutenant Dan is going to get chopped up. We're just going to salvage what we can for raw materials out of it, and then the rest will hit a dumpster near you, or near me, I should say. So I kind of had it organized, but Morgan knocked over a bunch of crap and then was like, this needs to move. But so anyway, we got her corner situated. She's got room. She's going to use her fish and game cleaning table, or whatever you call it, sportsman's table, for a bit until I get mine built. And then she's going to put this table over here in that spot and use it for her jewelry making. So we'll probably get a piece of pegboard and just take up that wall with it. So in closing, it was a very productive day. Sometimes I have trouble with picking a starting point, but this time I literally just opened the garage door and drug a bunch of the big crap outside and then worked my way towards the inside. Literally the only part that really needs to be addressed that I didn't touch is the back corner where the steel is piled up at. But anyway, so we made progress. And let me show you what we got done today as far as the new storage system. So this stuff right here, this is not its final resting place. This stuff is going to stay. This little box that I built was one of the first things I ever made out of metal. That's actually going to stay, not for sentimental reasons, but it actually comes in handy for all the fallout. We're probably going to do a magnet style setup. These are just up here right now. This is going to find a new home somewhere in the garage. But I've got all my cutting and grinding and wire wheeling consumables. File set. Gauges for checking out what thickness of sheet metal we got, tape measures, packs of pens and paint pens, couple of hammers for forming sheet metal. We've got a body hammer and dolly set, drill bits, hole saws, a multi-pack of jigsaw blades, wood and metal, consumables for the crap, I forget what you call it, the scraper for sheet metal on a cut edge. Got let's see, got my spot weld cutter kit, some center punches, chamfer bits, chuck keys, a bag of chuck keys. These are carbide bits. Rivet gun. I actually found this buried in a box from my dad's house. I got my degree finder, calipers, a Johnson T-bevel, a digital one, and my pneumatic tools, die grinder, air hammer, and I did find my planishing hammerheads. I did have some. So, got my body clamps or sheet metal clamps, vice grips, an array of Arkansas socket sets, chisel, screwdrivers, pipe wrench, and this one here, you can use this on the Harbor Freight bandsaw stand, or it actually also works in your drill press slots. So, Harbor Freight. Got some more clamps. Got 10 snips and a shear. 90-degree clamps. BFH. Sheet metal clamps. Panel beater bag. C clamps. Sheet metal brake. T-dollies, solder gun, hand tools, jigsaw, and some hardware. So that's today's project. I didn't really build anything. I haven't really built anything for a couple of weeks. It is what it is. Life's important, family's important. Your relationships are important. So make sure you make time to take care of those and be present. Because you don't know when you're not going to have that chance again. So thanks for watching. This is Midnight Customs, and we'll see you on the next one.